Today, a game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome to spectacular Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis. Palmer and David College with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the FIU Panthers offense will go on the attack first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. FIU pushing tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Burke. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. That's caught. It's Kearney. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Now they'll run the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the touchdown. FIU grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Owls offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Got a man, it's Platt.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Reads it, fires complete. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. The Owls moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
At the 20, he's got space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And the Owls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking for space. It's Edwards. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got it. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Quickly complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, man, it's hard to throw down here in the red zone. These windows are tiny and they close fast, so there was nowhere to go in the end zone there, that time having to check it down. A nice job by the defense rallying and making a tackle.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Chrome and Hope. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They're going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
Just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Boom. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. Sets up the screen. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. To talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on third. Swims it out in the flat. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. FIU will line up to punt. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Messer. Still running at the 40. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The screen, and watch out. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Release to the back. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. And the Panthers are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some.
Turning it on. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lewis. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Makes one man miss. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Red pass, it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USF is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Bowling Green. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this 3rd possession. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
When you think about it, when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the 1st down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Richard. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Sends it back in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Richard. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Clapp. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The give on the option. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Richard. Breaks into the open. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. The Owls want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Platt. And it looks as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the first down. Give to the running back. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Owls have it in scoring position on first and goal. He'll do it himself. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incomplete.
He's trying to get it in, and he's dragged down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. He splits the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Got it in the middle, it's Kearney. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. FIU pushing tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. They're setting up the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
FIU will line up to punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. No huddle offense to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Long incompletions are okay. You got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it back looking for help. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
It's caught downfield. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Gives it on the option. And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry up.
Looking downfield on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. Pulls it in. It's Messer. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Owls come to the line in the hurry-up.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Quarterback gets the first down. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Gets it out fast. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Fighting off the defender. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacked on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 21 over UTSA. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the ground with the back. forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Panthers headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
This offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. To the air, it's Croman Hoke. Looking deep down the right side. Wide open, he makes the catch. Out of bounds at the 20, and just like that, from their own territory to the red zone. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied. Timeout is gone. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. To the air on 1st down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Gonna look downfield again. A little screen to the running back. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. FIU set up with another 1st down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Panthers. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Florida Atlantic races to the line.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to do 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Still looking, on the move. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Finds some fresh air. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great 3rd down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. He's got it. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. FIU pushing tempo.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. From the red zone, looking for a space. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He'll keep it himself. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose, go get that QB.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
Takes a handoff. It's Richard. Looking for room at the 40. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Rides the back on the option to give. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Owls want to move quickly.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're good.
There he goes. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Caught in the backfield, it's Messer. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Messer.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Fitted in the window for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Makes the catch, it's Kearney. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff from the gun. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Up-tempo for the offense.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Off play action. blasted as he lets it go. And the misconnection on third down.
I love it. Defense not surprised, right? Like 4 verticals. This is the play when you want to take a shot down the field. They're ready for it. They got the big lead. They know the pass is coming. Really smart defense.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Handoff from the shotgun. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Kentucky is comfortably ahead on the scoreboard right now. Frankly, the kind of lead we're used to seeing inside Rupp Arena with the Cats. They're up 14 over Texas A&M. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. caught over the middle. It's Burke. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Fires to the tight end. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.